All right, what's up, college baseball fans? Welcome to another episode of the 11.7 podcast. We have the light crew today. Noah, no show. That's his new nickname. No show Noah ghosted us. Jack stuck at the airport once again. He's traveling to Conway, actually. He'll be on the broadcast for Coastal Carolina, East Carolina, one of our weekend series pick'ems. Maybe they'll join mid-show, maybe not, but it is getting close to midnight Eastern over here, so we had to just record. We're recording on Thursday night instead of Wednesday night, just because we had the World Baseball Classic last night. Dimitri wanted to watch that. I was tired, so we just pushed it to Thursday. Apologize for that, but it's going to be a good show. We have 2 full days of midweeks to recap. A lot of upsets. A lot of mid-major teams showing up, winning big games. The structure of the show after we recap the midweeks is I do have a couple games for us to play, Dimitri, so keep that in mind.
All right.
And then we'll preview the weekend, 6 weekend series pick'em competition. We'll make our picks. And then we had to postpone the repicking of conference champions until maybe Sunday night. We can do it if we have time. If not, next Wednesday/Thursday, we'll do it. It just wouldn't be the same without Jack and Noah. Should be a pretty light episode. Dimitri,
Yeah, one other thing. I was just
go
going to
ahead.
add one other thing. People wanted us to do a WBC preview. It was also difficult. This time of the year is difficult with Noah doing college basketball stuff. He's got to wrap up his season there. Jack is running all over the place. Ben working, and then I also was running around too. So it was kind of like a hard week to
And
get
you know what
everybody
else?
together.
You know what else? I learned that I know nothing about the World Baseball Classic. All these international teams, I know zero about. I know you keep up with international baseball, still play international baseball. But last night I was watching some of the Australia versus Taiwan game. I was like, I've heard of 5 of these players. No clue what they do in their professional leagues. But that's what makes this tournament so fun, is you get to
Yeah,
see new faces.
and I think it's fun for a viewer to just a spectator just watch the game and just see no bias. There's no bias. You just watch the game and you just call it for what it is when you see it. Oh, that was a great play. Oh, this pitcher's pretty good. Oh, that hitter, whatever. It's just so unbiased. You just call it for what you see it rather than Aaron Judge comes up and you're like, oh, umpire missed a call there, or you
Yeah.
just have a bias towards whatever your reaction is towards a play or a pitch. So I think it's really enjoyable for people to just be able to watch pure professional baseball.
Yep, no doubt. What I love about the World Baseball Classic, and I promise we'll get into the college baseball talk. I'm really trying to stall, hoping that Noah pops on here. One, so I can make fun of Noah for being late, that little youngster, that rascal. But 2, if you guys are not familiar with the World Baseball Classic, we have games going on 10 p.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Eastern, Friday, the day you guys are listening to the pod. There's 8 games going on throughout the whole day. So definitely pop over there. It's not as cool as the World Cup because I think every superstar plays in the World Cup for soccer. This year in the World Baseball Classic, there's some drama with insurance companies not letting some of the superstars play, but that's a different can of worms. I like it because I think it brings a lot of excitement to the sport worldwide. And there's a lot of countries out there I was thinking of, Greece included, Dimitri, that it's like, man, if they could just get a good youth program over there and dedicate resources to growing the game, I think you'll start seeing a lot of international players come over to the U.S., play college baseball, get looked at in a different way from MLB scouts. Because I mean, there's athletes all over the world. I'd love more of them to come to the U.S. and play college baseball, and we're seeing more of it. Seeing a lot more of that recently.
Yeah, if I'm a I mean, it's really difficult. There's not that many young enough players participating in it, um, for them to really have a chance to recruit. But I mean, if you find a guy that's 18, 19, there's not very many of them. But yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. All right. My last stall tactic here before Noah shows up. I have two stories about bugs that I need to get off my chest because today was all about bugs. All right. Dimitri, you ready for this? I'm on big pest control right now. Like I see what pest control companies do, and it's kind of genius. This is all hypothetical. Don't sue me. Listen to this. I have a house. We bought a house back in June of last year. Never have seen bugs in the grass, never seen bugs around the house. It's in a pretty secluded area, like a brand new neighborhood, right? So there's not giant spiders or cockroaches or anything like that. Bug control, bug pest control guy knocks on my door earlier this morning, and he's like, "Hey, we sell our services for $87 per month or whatever the price was." And he's like, "I think you guys would be interested. Like, would you want to sign up?" I'm like, "Hey, man, like, I'm not ready to make a decision today. That sounds good. Like, when I start seeing bugs, like, I haven't really seen any. Like, sure, I'll give you a call. Give me your card." And he kind of gives me this like side-eyed look, like, "Are you serious? You're not going to sign up for my service?" And I was apologetic. "Hey, I got to go back to work. Like, thanks. Give me your card, blah, blah, blah." I think he opened up like a box of bugs in my yard. I'm being dead serious, dude. I think he released bugs in my yard. I was walking out to go pick up my son from daycare around 3 o'clock. So, like 4 hours later, there was a spider in my yard that crawled across my driveway. I'm not kidding. That was this big. If you're watching on YouTube, like, it was giant. And then there was a bunch of other like ants and bugs all around my yard. And then I think it was a wasp, but I'm not really sure. It was a weird looking creature that was like starting to build a nest up under my porch. It was like a long, skinny wasp. It was weird. Never seen these bugs before. So I think he released bugs in my yard.
Do you think you were just like, how like sometimes you say, "Oh, I've never seen a pink Ferrari drive," and then you're like, "Oh my god, I'm noticing every pink Ferrari." I think it was like you were just aware and thinking of it, and now you're noticing everything. I think they were just always there.
No, because I spent a
I
lot.
hate to not join your conspiracy parade, but I think you're just like actually like just looking for them now.
Maybe, and like obviously it's March, so spring season's coming. Bugs are around, like they're coming out of the cold weather, blah blah
But
blah.
it's not. But it's possible.
But listen to this. So, and as I'm telling this story, here comes somebody joining the stream. I think it's Noah. There he is. Noah, stay quiet. All right, I'm telling a story. Um, I don't think so. Like, I've mowed the lawn dozens of times. Like, me and my son play in the backyard all the time. I've never run across these types of bugs. So I'm on to big pest control. I think this is what they do to earn business. Because I'm going to call the guy tomorrow and be like, "Yo, you're right. I saw some giant spiders and a wasp nest and this and that. Like, can you come take care of my house?" And I'm going to pay the guy whatever he wants to charge. I think he did it though.
Maybe that's what they do. Maybe they just dump a little thing of eggs and they just start
Yeah.
growing.
And
And
then
they're like, "Oh, are you sure you still don't want it?"
I think that's what they do. Second story about bugs. This one is strictly ants. Okay. I coach T-ball, my 4-year-old son's T-ball team. We play in this park, pretty nice. It's not great, but there are some ant piles around the field. And I've gotten a lot better at being a T-ball coach. The first practice of the year, I was the worst T-ball coach in history of the world. Any dad who has ever coached T-ball, I was by far the worst. These kids are running around swinging bats. Kid got hit in the head with a bat because I didn't know the safety procedures. Like, just, it was awful. I wanted to quit on the spot. Well, today was practice number 4, and I always start the practice with like the kids introducing themselves and, "Hey, stand up and say your name and your favorite food or your favorite superhero. Or today was your favorite color." And I had them all out on a knee in the outfield, And we got about halfway through, and three of the kids, including my own son, just started screaming, like bloody murder, like crying, screaming, running around. I'm like, hey, sit down. Like, Luca is trying to introduce like his name and his favorite color, because I want everybody to know, like, I want everybody to be friends on the team. I'm like, hey, sit down. Like, hey, no, and they're screaming. And then all of a sudden, I look down on my knee, and I have 50 ants on my knee, biting me. They were biting the kids. It was an absolute catastrophe. So I'm back down to the worst T-ball coach in history. Like, we could barely practice after that. Like, the kids were scarred. They don't trust me. They don't like me. How are you going to listen to me about T-ball when there's a threat of ants at all
They
times?
think their coach just set them up to get bit by ants. Why would they trust you anymore?
Yeah, I got bit too. I probably wore it the worst. I didn't cry. I wanted to. It hurt.
But hey Noah, thanks for joining us. It's a little
No
late.
show, Noah.
So
no call, no show. That's what they say in the restaurant biz. No call, no show.
Yeah.
Put you on the schedule for a 4 p.m. shift. You get no tips.
I use my phone as a light for podcasts, so I've been on other shows and radio hits all night. Yeah, March is fun, busy.
Yeah.
Madness.
Well, we do appreciate you joining us because
I didn't want to miss the show.
Okay, good. We didn't want you to miss it either. I laid out the structure, Noah. We're just going to do midweek recap both Tuesday and Wednesday. After that, we'll do weekend series Pickem, and then we will give you your Noah minute of fame, where you can vent about whatever you have on your mind.
Oh gosh,
we can save it. We'll do that towards the end of the show. All right, let's do midweek recap. Are we worried about LSU, guys? Are we worried?
I told you.
You did.
Last show,
you also said, Ben, you're the biggest eyeball test guy out there. Like, how are you saying LSU was a national championship contender after the eyeball test? And I told you, I didn't watch a single game from LSU this past weekend. Went back, watched some Wheels highlights. Kind of right. Offense is stagnant right now. Pitching is not as reliable as the past. And then they get slaughtered by Northeastern on Monday. And they go to the Teague on Wednesday. And I don't want to say slaughtered, but they got beat down pretty good from start to finish. It looks like an unmotivated team right now. Don't know why. Don't know what's going on.
Just a really tough stretch of baseball. The last week total, like McNeese, Dartmouth, Northeastern that weekend, and then the Louisiana. I think they've played 6 or 7 games of uninspired baseball.
Yep.
So I need to put a hand up. I was down on Louisiana preseason. I thought I'm trying to look. Did we give them even? Did we even rank them preseason?
I was down on the Cajuns too, so I won't let you take all of that blame. I didn't have them in the top 4 of the preseason Sunbelt rankings on the Dime Report either.
So hand up to the Louisiana faithful. Hand up, I was wrong. I'm going through it. We did not even have a write-up for them. I think I went and looked at them and made a quick decision. Like, I don't think this team is very good. They've lost a lot. I think that's what my general takeaway was, that their pitching was going to be good. Their hitting was going to be really bad. They lost way too much, so I was out on them. So hand up, I was wrong. Cajuns have looked great. Series win over UC San Diego at home, a 2-game midweek sweep over Kansas State, win over LSU. And if you really want to take it even further, they should have won the Missouri State series. They blew an 8-3 lead in like the 7th or 8th inning. And that would have been another series win.
They swept Maryland. They swept 8
and 4 Maryland. That's right. That's the other one.
Yeah.
So
actually, Dimitri,
here's the one bad inning. They're one bad inning from being in the conversation right there with a lot of the other high-end mid-major teams. So hand up, I was wrong about Louisiana. They look great.
Dimitri, here's the blurb I had on Louisiana, and I don't think this was wrong. It was a tougher pick than some of the other teams I had ranked ahead of them. Louisiana has not finished outside of the Sun Belt's top 4 since 2012. Like, that right there, that's perfect. Like, why are you not putting them in the top 4? but I didn't. Injuries and departures create uncertainty as ace Chase Morgan is sidelined and several key bats and arms have moved on. I mean, I had Marshall, who returned the entire pitching staff from last year, basically. Arkansas State, who I don't think I've looked wrong on that by any means. Like, they returned a bunch and they've looked strong so far. Troy's been a disappointment. Maybe I could have had Louisiana above Troy, but Southern Miss, Coastal, I think most people would have had over Louisiana too. So, yeah.
There's a few other
the Sun Belt.
Hey, like South Alabama, Texas State. Like,
I think the Sun Belt, yeah.
It's going to be a gauntlet this year. And then next year we get Louisiana Tech in the Sun Belt.
Yeah.
So I just saw something about that. They're suing the Conference USA, and they're trying to force strong arm their way into the Sun Belt in July.
Yeah, Conference USA threw them into their conference schedules for football and all the fall sports. Like Louisiana Tech is Conference USA team. So
so that'll be interesting to keep an eye on and see what happens, because the Sun Belt is very close to becoming a Power 4.5 team conference.
Yeah,
I'd put them in the top 4 conferences right now.
But like depth wise, they're going to be right there. They're the bottom tier teams in the Sun Belt are going to be somewhat close, because the top is going to be so deep. Your 6th ranked Sun Belt team is going to be better than a lot of 6th ranked teams in other conferences. So I think it's going to be really close, but they're not quite there yet.
Yeah. Southern Miss. Might as well stick with the Sun Belt here. What, like the Southern Miss versus Mississippi State game on Tuesday was probably going to be a top 10 game of the year. Definitely top 5 midweek of the year. I thought the broadcast was very enjoyable, and they always put on a good production. I'm still not out on Mississippi State. I think they are going to be really good.
What do you mean? What do you mean out? Why would you even think about being out?
Oh, I saw a ton of stuff on the timeline. Mississippi State fans were not happy. Overreactions. Like, oh, same old, same old. No, like this. That was a heavyweight battle, is what I'm trying to say. Both teams threw punches. It's funny that the Ben Higdon drop pop, or he didn't drop it, but he scored from first base on a drop pop up to shortstop. Ended up winning them the game ultimately with that free run. But good for him for busting it all the way around the bases, scoring from first base on a drop pop up.
Mississippi State fans and Ole Miss fans just need to accept the fact that Southern Miss is on their level. Like, it's not a big brother, little brother thing. They just have built such a good program alongside your 2 big SEC programs. Just treat them as a very good team, and it's really simple. It's very simple. When you lose on the road in Hattiesburg, that's not a bad loss. Now, if you get blown out, maybe, but that's the 1-run loss after traveling back from Globe Life again with the battle against the number 1 team in the country 2 days before. A ground rule double, if it goes over the fence, you would have won that game, and you would have said, oh, this was just a trap game after beating number 1. So you see how the narrative can change so fast on just what one pitch can do. So I wouldn't overreact. They lost a very tough game on the road to a very good team.
I want to say this too, because this is also a lot of narrative that comes out if they're like an SEC or an ACC team takes an L in a midweek, like, oh, they stacked up their pitching and we were just tossing, midweek guys to get some innings. Southern Miss ran out, dude. 6 of the first 7 arms for Southern Miss were freshmen in this game, and 5 of them have a 0 ERA on the year.
Must be nice, dude. It must be nice.
It's unbelievable how deep this pitching staff is. And riddle me this. The experienced guys were actually the ones that had the toughest time for USM in this matchup. Like, Cross Sibley's been there, done that for them 3 years. He's a senior, and he got tagged for 3 runs and 4 outs. Like,
scouting report, Mississippi State knew what they were getting out of those guys. They didn't know what they were getting out of the freshmen. And when your freshmen are really good, it's usually a weapon. But once we get 30 to 40 games deep and those guys have 4 or 5 appearances under their belt and they've got synergy video up and they've got some stat, that's when you see how good they are.
Yeah.
So
I got nothing more to add there.
I think
it was a fantastic game.
Hey, can we settle this debate? Do midweeks matter?
1,000 fucking %.
What's your take, Noah?
I think they matter, but when I personally am handicapping games for a weekend, it's a totally different thing than handicapping midweek results.
Correct.
They're two different
Yeah.
two different kind of approaches to the games. But I think they matter.
I mean, it's a different pitching.
I have a couple opinions on do midweeks matter. I don't have the stats to back it up here yet, but I will look this up. First of all, I want to preface midweeks are 25 to 30% of your season because some weeks you'll play 2 midweek games. But like the basic math is, okay, I play Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Tuesday. So that's 25 to 30% of your schedule. That is enough to easily sway whether you're a regional host or a 2 seed. That's plenty enough to sway whether you're a bubble team or you're safely in the NCAA tournament. They do matter more than that too. You go and look at teams that do well in the postseason, like Murray State, for example, last year. LSU last year was a good one. Coastal Carolina. Midweeks show that you have pitching depth and you have guys that you can trust in elimination games and regionals, super regionals, even your own conference tournament for one bid leagues. Those innings are important, not only to mid-major programs, but Power 4 as well. If you're a team like Cincinnati and you're going 2-1 on the weekend, and I don't know, Cincinnati has actually been pretty good in midweeks, I think, but that was the first team that popped to my head. But if you're a Power 4 team and you go 2-1 on the weekends and then you lose every other midweek game, like you're not going to advance out of a regional. You're probably not. Like you're going to lose 2 games a week, which will get you bounced from the tournament. So the whole social media midweeks don't matter. This game is nothing, blah, blah, blah. Like it does mean something unless you win 18 SEC games, like maybe 17 now because they're so soft with it, with the RPI. But if you don't win 17, 18 SEC games, like those midweeks can push you to a 2 seed instead of a regional host. That they do affect RPI over a 14-week season.
I mean, yeah. I mean, am I going to sit here and say if you don't win your midweek, you have no chance to make a postseason? Obviously not. You have a whole SEC, ACC, Big 12 schedule in front of you. But if you lose 2 or 3 of those midweeks and your RPI goes from maybe an 18 to a 25, 26, you're out of the regional hosting picture.
Yeah.
So if you lose that game to Louisiana on the road, but if you win it, that could be the difference in you being 21 in RPI to 15 in the RPI. 16 in the RPI or something, and now you're right in the regional picture. So they do matter. Obviously, I don't think they matter in terms of how good your team is in the grand scheme of things, but it matters.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact record that 2024 Florida had in midweeks. They were like 3-11 or whatever, but they were flirting with a 500 record, and midweeks almost tanked their entire year.
Yeah. I mean, they were almost not postseason eligible because of midweeks.
Correct.
They were 1 game above 500 entering the NCAA tournament. Man, I'm so glad.
They went to Omaha.
Play at midweek this week. I'm glad they had a bye week. No, right?
Hey, tell me if you guys agree with this. Midweeks are like a big league game in June, where when we get to September and you're looking at the playoff race, you're like, holy shit, we're a game and a half out of the wild card. Those games in June and that day obviously don't matter.
For further emphasis, it's interconference, like NL versus AL series in June. Yeah, I like that comparison.
Like it obviously in the grand scheme of things does not matter, but it does matter. Like just win your midweeks. At least like try to win them. And I know they're all trying to win. They're all trying to win. But don't give me they threw their Friday night guy. Well, maybe if they felt like they needed to throw their Friday night guy to win that game, why the hell wouldn't they? Yeah. If they're able to do it, why not do it?
That's the best I've ever actually heard anybody structure it or phrase it. Why midweeks matter.
Yeah. On the flip side, though, I can see an argument for people saying midweeks don't matter. Like, don't go and throw your closer 4 innings, right? Like your go-to guy on a Tuesday. In most cases, like if
you're a mid-major and you think you're going to have a good season, and you have a lead against Georgia Tech, I'm just speaking from personal experience. If you have the lead in the 7th inning, I was in the game, and I went 7, 8, 9 and closed it out.
Yeah, and we'll figure it out this weekend. We'll figure it out on Friday, Saturday. If I'm not ready to go, someone else will step up. All right. Well, that was a good little conversation. 2 undefeated teams left, Texas and USC. We'll get back into the midweeks, but I forgot I skipped over this point.
Let's talk about them.
Yeah, pull up the graphic you made. I did enjoy this graphic.
Yeah,
you made 2 true blue bloods of college baseball. They might have do they have the 2 most College World Series championships?
I think so.
LSU might be there now, but
maybe. Yeah, but these are like 2 of the bluest of blue.
Well, let me pull it up. USC.
I don't know about Texas. Texas is the one that I'm nervous about. I know they got the most CWS appearances, but I think USC's got the trophy.
Nervous about Texas how?
Like they have the most appearances, but I don't know about titles.
But what are you nervous about? Calling them a blue blood?
No, champions.
Right.
When you said LSU national championships,
I thought you were about to doubt.
No.
Blue blood. I was like, oh.
Hey, real quick, listeners out there, if you visit our team pages on the top, I'll share my screen for the YouTubers before we dive into this graphic. If you go to our team pages, you will see on the very top it shows number of titles, number of College World Series appearances, regional, and their current postseason streak. So Texas has 12 titles, 21.
No, that's USC. That's USC, not Texas.
Or USC, sorry. 12 total titles. Texas
LSU does have more than Texas titles-wise, Ben.
Well, LSU's also won 3 since last time Texas has won one.
There you go.
So Texas has 6 national championships, 38 College World Series appearances, 64 regionals, 5-game regional streak. And then USC, go back to USC. They had 12 national championships and 21 College World Series appearances, 38 regionals, 1 regional streak. They're both 12-0. You can go back to the graphic now, Dimitri.
Yeah.
The two best pitching staffs in the nation. Don't give me this whole they've only played cupcakes.
That was a lame argument that
all right, before I put the graphic up, Pepperdine, cupcake. LMU, not a cupcake. Rice, I wouldn't consider that just a flat out cupcake.
Formidable.
And Cal Poly is not a cupcake. Irvine is definitely not a cupcake.
No. To me, that's 8 quality games right there of the 12.
Yeah. All right, so this is USC's best start since 2015. Team ERA, first in the country, 1.67. Team OPS, 845. Outscoring opponents 89-25, and then they play Illinois this week to start Big Ten play. Texas, best start since 2005 when they won the national title. In fact, I'm going to try to pull up the
who they played?
Who? Texas? Wait, what do you mean? Who they played in 2005 to start?
In the 2005 college football national championship with Texas USC. I just went to a brain fart for a second.
Yeah, they played Florida, I think, in the finals, but their team ERA second in the country, 1.71, OPS 1.12, 10th best in the country, outscoring opponents 109-22, and they're playing USC Upstate at home for 3. So I like this graphic. To think back, actually, before I say that, do we want to discuss the college baseball blue bloods? This argument always happens on social media, and I love it.
I'm just pulling up the text that I've sent you guys before on this topic.
When I think of blue bloods, I think of teams that, one, the sport is better when they're good, immediately. 2, like they have to have national championships in the past. Like they have to have plenty of College World Series appearances, and like they have to be recognizable in the sport of like, hey, my dad watched this team play, and they were awesome. I think MLB players also, the amount of MLB players they have factor in a little bit, but yeah, the blue blood discussion always gets me fired up.
I need to find that article, the 25th anniversary 11.7 article I did. Do you remember that?
Is that when you like added up regional appearances, super
Yep.
regionals, College World Series? I do remember that. That was good. That was good stuff.
So back on this is pretty funny. What was this date? It was
Here you go.
So Dimitri put an article out, 25th anniversary of the super regional era. What was this, 2024? Yeah, January 24th, 2024. And he basically added up regional appearances, super regional, College World Series, and College World Series titles, and created a points program like where it's like 1 point if you made a regional, 2 if you made a super, 5 if you made a College World Series, and like 6 if you won. I don't remember the exact points, but go back to the top.
This is where
the
I ranked the team that did not without a title.
Back on June 6th, 2025, too. This was a topic of discussion in the 11.7 group chat, where Ben brought it up. Who are the Blue Bloods? Dimitri's answer: USC, Miami, Oregon State, LSU, Fullerton, Vanderbilt. And then I responded with, I think there's 4 Blue Bloods: Texas, USC, Arizona State, LSU, and then fringe cases: Miami, Arizona, Fullerton, Oregon State.
Okay. Dimitri, I hate your Vanderbilt pick there. Maybe this age, but like we're going back. Vanderbilt was nothing before like 2000 and
No, you're right. I think I sent that like off the hip. I think I sent
he did
that text.
correct it on the like probably an hour later. He said that's got to be it. LSU, Texas, Miami, Arizona State, Fullerton, USC, Arizona. That was his list.
So people forget. Like I know Clemson has never won a national title, and Florida State has never. But I look at Clemson and Florida State as 2 blue bloods. Because
North Carolina's in that convo too.
No, they're not, Noah. I don't think North Carolina is. I think Mississippi State is fringe, even though they revolutionized the sport.
North Carolina's not in the convo of Clemson and Florida State?
No, because Clemson and Florida State were good, like way.
I mean, there's the numbers right there.
Before North Carolina got good.
This is obviously missing the 2024 and 2025 season, as I have not done it since then. But I'm going to reveal something to our fan that I have. Here is your all-time.
Gold.
So this is a podcast. So like Dimitri just opened up a spreadsheet of every team's regional appearances, current regional streaks, and super regionals.
And this is where everybody, all the podcast listeners and viewers, find out that Dimitri edits all of the college baseball Wikipedia pages for the teams.
Yep. Yeah. I have it gatekeeping for now. It needs to be public soon. But yeah. So what were you saying? North Carolina's got 37 regionals, and then 8 national championship, not including 24 and 2025 seasons.
When did North Carolina start getting good?
I mean, look at that.
Like super regional era?
98 started that huge streak.
What about Clemson? Because I could be wrong on Clemson, but I do, in my head, I think that they were like really good in the 80s and early 90s too.
Here you go. Cal State Fullerton.
Fullerton's a blue blood. I'll stamp
we're
that
not
right now.
Fullerton.
41 appearances.
Oh, I'm ready to stamp Stanford as a blue blood too. They finished second in the College World Series, I think 3 out of 4 years in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. I gave them 105 points based on the 5-3-1 point system.
There we go. 5 for a College World Series appearance, 3 for a super regional appearance, 1 for a regional appearance. These are the best teams that have never won a national championship. So Florida State, Stanford, Arkansas, North Carolina, TCU, Clemson, Louisville, Texas A&M are the top 8 there. Now, this was not updated.
Nope.
So this is through the 2023 season.
Yep. So Arkansas would have 2 plus 6, 8 plus 5, 13. They would have like 99 points here.
Stanford would have another 9. They would have 114 there.
Yep.
Yeah,
Stanford went to the World Series in 2014 or 2024. Sorry.
Florida State went in 2024.
Yep. So that's another 9, 118. North Carolina went in 2024, so that's another 9, 95.
So
Louisville went last year. They were
These got to be your blue bloods. I think.
So let's read them off. LSU number 1, Oregon State number 2, Texas number 3, Miami number 4, South Carolina 5, Vanderbilt 6, Florida number 7, Fullerton number 8, Virginia number 9, and Mississippi State number 10.
But keep in mind, this is just from 1999 on. So this is, I guess, for lack of a better word, new bloods or the new era of blue bloods.
That's interesting. We need to update all this. I think that would be fun. I think because I remember our listeners and like website visitors and social media followers loved it when we rolled it out in 2024. We'll have to go back and update that.
I will go back and update that.
All right, let's go back because there's some stuff I want to recap from the midweeks, and then sorry, we got sidetracked. Vanderbilt is struggling big time. They did beat Troy on Wednesday night.
Troy's struggling big time.
Troy is having. I'm wearing a Troy Trojans hat right now. Shout out to Coach Bielkowski who sent it to me. Actually, gave it to me at ABC. I love it. It's a good hat. But yeah, dude, Troy's offense is kind of bad right now.
Your camera's mirrored. I was like, what does it say?
Oh,
that makes sense. There we go.
Yeah, Troy Trojans. Yeah, they can't score. Like, it's a good offense on paper. They just can't score right now. But anyways, shout out to Central Arkansas. Big Tuesday win at Vanderbilt. And that was Vanderbilt's 4th straight loss after getting swept in Vegas for the Las Vegas Classic tournament. A lot of head scratching for Vanderbilt fans right now. Like, who are they going to be? Are you going to swing for the fences and just try to live and die by the long ball, which they've never done in Corbin's history? Or are they going to get back to playing Vanderbilt-style baseball? That's my question. Because, I mean, it worked the first weekend. They were leading the country in homers. They were hitting
2 weekends. They didn't play anybody the second weekend, though.
Yeah, but I think they were leading the country in homers, and it was like, wow, this offense is going to play. And then they start facing better pitching, and it just not working for them.
I wouldn't even say it's because of the better pitching. It's just they haven't hit as well. Like, I don't think Tommy Lepore is not a good pitcher. They hit 4 homers that game against TCU. Yeah, but Marist and Eastern Michigan aren't very good.
So who are we talking about? Vandy?
Vandy.
What are you pulling up here?
I'm just seeing what they're. I'm just showing the YouTubers have a visual of what we're talking about.
The website.
308. I mean, they're hitting a lot of home runs. That's about all. Yeah. They're doing good.
Well, I mean, they hit 2 solo homers against Troy.
Yeah, so they've got 29 on the.
Georgia has 40 homers.
Yep.
Holy crap, man!
That's leading anybody else by 10.
Yeah. And I don't think this does not include Wednesday's game. This includes through Tuesday night.
You know what's weird? Georgia, LSU, Vanderbilt have all lost. Is it 3 midweeks each?
Yeah.
because Georgia has lost to Troy, Western. They got absolutely shocked by Western Carolina. Go ahead grand slam in the top of the ninth, lose that game, and then I guess they lost a Sunday against Wright State, so not a midweek, but
Yeah.
3 tough losses for Georgia. Vanderbilt has. Let's see, they lost to Central Arkansas. No, never mind. All their other losses came on the weekend. Sorry, bad point. Look at those pitching staff. Shout out the Longwood Lancers, 2.4 ERA.
Regional host, Longwood Lancers.
Hey, Dimitri, can you show us a quick field of 64 projection from your little website projection?
You want me to show that right now?
A good laugh in right now. Dimitri built a field of 64 generator. He hasn't released it publicly yet. It always cracks me up with what it spits out. We had a Longwood regional. We had a Springfield, Missouri regional, and Utah Tech.
I just generated. This is as of right now.
It's incredibly fast.
This will be fun whenever it's released to the public because, like, obviously, the more the season goes on, the more accurate it's going to get. But right now,
people can they can create their own.
So you can go manual,
yeah,
and type. And you can build your own. It's going to be super easy to build your own. For example, UCLA, and then you want to put USC in there, you can't. It'll block you. So it'll help you guys build your own field of 64s. When you tweet at us, our projections suck ass. We don't know ball, whatever. You can come on here and build your own and send it to us, and we will tell you if you know ball or not.
It's so freaking
And
cool.
you can use the generate. Let's say it generates, and you're like, I don't really like that. You can use the generated one in the manual builder and then go in here and say, you guys talking about Fairleigh Dickinson, you don't know ball. And you can go ahead and put Brian in there if you want to. Oh, Brian's already in
different conferences.
So it'll tell you if there's a duplicate, which is also cool. It'll help you.
All right, so generate just let it do its work because I need a good laugh here.
I already generated it.
Yeah, but you took out somebody.
No, it's good now.
No, this is it.
All right, there we go. So it projects UCLA is the 1 overall seed, Georgia Tech is the 2, North Carolina is the 3, Florida is the 4, Southern Miss is the 5, North Carolina State, NC State 6, Clemson 7, Wake Forest 8, Oregon State 9, Florida State 10, West Virginia 11. It has the UTSA Roadrunners hosting in San Antonio as the 12. Ole Miss is the 13. Santa Barbara is the 14. Cincinnati hosting a regional is the 15. And Missouri State is the 16.
So this projection was relatively tame. I want you to look at the 2 seeds, though, in Clemson and Morgantown just to have the laugh. Princeton's the 2 seed in Clemson, and Army's the 2 seed in Morgantown.
So you know why? It's because their RPIs are so high right now that the weighted scales that I have put in for like to help it's because like I would have to completely destroy the rule thing that I built to change those, which is why you just can't really look at this right now. It's too early.
I love the Hattiesburg Regional. Southern Miss is the 1, San Diego is the 2, UC Davis is the 3, and then La Tech is the 4.
Louisiana
fans would cry to see Louisiana Tech as a 4 seed.
Let's see why is it freaking out? UC Davis is at 36. That's why.
Where's Dallas Baptist if Louisiana Tech's the auto bid in their 4 seed?
I mean, Army's 21. You see, that's why you can't trust it yet. It's too early.
Where's do me a favor, look up where Dallas Baptist and Louisiana Tech are. How is the Conference USA auto bid a 4 seed and it's not DBU?
Well, no, it had Missouri State hosting a regional.
Oh yeah, well then that's weird. Why is Louisiana Tech a 4 seed?
Well,
like that's an auto bid or an auto
Dallas Baptist 93.
Well, no, not necessarily, no, because it had teams that are usually 4 seeds like Army and Pepperdine, UC. Like they're
fair.
Hey, I put in the thing a little weighted scale, so everything adds up to 1. You have all the criteria you can have: strength of schedule, RPI, projected RPI, all of those things are weighted like 0.25, 0.05, 0.15. That's how it works. So it'll
Ole
continue.
Miss fans in that Oxford regional are shitting bricks. Austin Peay's the 4 seed. Another like powerful offense coming in.
So,
Who's the
yeah.
where is the Missouri Valley 4 seed that's going to make a super regional? I don't see one. Dang. Yeah, this is always great.
Where is the Missouri Valley?
Yeah. Where are we at here?
Who is the Missouri Valley rep?
Nope. That's Mac. Is it missing a team?
I think you might be missing a team there.
Well, let me go to the manual builder.
Maybe it's Missouri State. Maybe it still thinks it's in Missouri State's in the Valley.
Yeah, I don't know. Where is the Missouri Valley? Who else is in the Missouri Valley?
So the teams that I would think are at the top: Murray, Southern Illinois,
Evansville.
Yeah, they've had a rough start to
anyway, now we'll figure it out later.
Illinois
but,
State.
I can't wait to release this to the public for all you guys to be able to play around with it and waste all your spare time using that thing. So
I built one just for fun on Sunday using it, and it was actually really easy.
Yeah,
like a legit one from scratch, and it was really easy to use. So
and then you're going to be able to click download JPEG, and it'll literally have an image of it, and then you can go right to Twitter and tweet it. So it'll be really fun. I'll probably release it. What's today? March 6th. This is weekend number 4 coming up.
Yep.
So maybe in 2 weeks. Maybe in 2 weeks. Yeah. Maybe in 2 weeks. Let the RPI marinate a little bit. And the ELO, all that. It takes into account everything to try to get it as accurate as possible.
First week of April.
Maybe first week of April. But I might release it earlier and put a disclaimer at the top.
Yeah.
And this is a very fluid projection right now, but it'll allow people to build their own. That's the most fun part.
Plus, I think everybody that would go in there and tinker with it know what RPI is and know how it fluctuates throughout the year, so they understand.
So Ben, you want to lead us back into? We're missing a couple midweek games that we have not talked about yet.
I didn't write them down, so you go ahead. You spark my
I just thought we kind of talked about the Teague. We talked about Louisiana and LSU. But I just wanted to say that ballpark was extremely loud from the first pitch, and I thought that was really super cool.
Shoot, you
for
could
them to
smell
get it. I was like
the air from the TV. I mean, they were drinking.
Yeah. I enjoy watching games there because they have that like front row suite, and you can see all the fans. And those are your most loyal, most passionate fans usually in
or the richest,
Lafayette, Louisiana. Yeah. Noah, do you want to talk about Irvine, USC, Oregon State, any of the other games from Tuesday? Coastal.
I'll talk about. I'll lead it, I guess, on Oregon State. The Beavers offense just exploded in this game. Really a good sight to see. Yeah, to Ben's point, it was about time, but like perfect timing at the same time with the Civil War against Oregon there, and Oregon to that point I think had looked like they had stolen some of the headlines in the state baseball wise. But yeah, overall, I mean, Oregon State's top of the order just did extremely well, and were able to set the tone early. They built like a huge lead. It was like 7-0, 7-1 in that one. And yeah, they were hitting for power too, which was a good sight to see from the Bees. Both teams kind of approached it like a midweek. They had the midweek starter go, 50 pitches, and then it was kind of bullpen attack after that. And Oregon State did pretty well in limiting a lot of free passes. They didn't give anything free for Oregon. So, yeah, the Beavers getting that one done kind of gave me a little bit of reassurance because they've scheduled well in the non-conference up until this point. And
what do you mean non-conference? Their whole schedule is non-conference.
Yeah, everybody else is non-conference for better definition there, but their schedule has been good up until this point, and that's why I think it's been so emphasized that the offense has been poor. They've faced good pitching up until this point, and yeah, this was a good sight to see here.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they played Michigan, Arizona, Stanford, Michigan, Baylor, Southern Miss, Purdue, Houston, Alabama, Iowa. Every single one of those teams, outside of Arizona, Stanford, every one of those teams has a winning record. And those teams, if Oregon State played them, I mean, they were also playing in tournaments. So their schedules are not cupcake. They've been playing. So a bunch of winning. I think Arizona is better than a 3-9 team on paper. So that's a really tough team to play. And then Stanford. I mean, it's Stanford. So a losing record, Stanford is still better than your average losing record team. So it's a really tough schedule that did not get easier. They'd go Xavier, San Diego, Irvine, Mercer, Lamar, Cal Poly. So, it goes on. They play a very difficult schedule. So I think a 38-win Oregon State team is impressive.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm still on the Beavers. I think, sure, they're going to come. Offense is going to come and go. We see it with every team every year. That's why I'm not worried about LSU at all either.
Oregon State plays a series at Lamar.
I think that's the week before or after Mercer goes up there and plays them.
It is. It's the weekend after.
Yeah. Yeah. The other midweek was Florida had quite a scare with Florida A&M.
Yeah.
The double base.
They had a lead. They had a tie. It was a tie game in the 7th, or they had a lead actually in the 7th. And there was just a little incident with the safety bag. So I don't even want to get into it because I don't know the rule well enough.
I do. I want to get into it.
All right, then get into it.
Why can't the fielder touch the green base?
Because it's not the bag in play.
Runner can touch the white base if they're
Not
running
down the first base though. Like if they're rounding it to go to second, they can touch the white base.
Yeah, I know.
If they're running straight through, you can.
If a fielder is running to catch a ball, they should be able to touch the green base. Like, why is it there?
It's there for the runner.
Don't play.
It would have but look, it's called a safety base. It would have been unsafe for him to try to jump over the green base with the runner coming down the line.
The runner was not even close to the.
Well, how is the fielder supposed to touch the back corner of the white base? You can't do it
by touching the white base.
No, but if you're on the other side, you're taking a throw that takes you this way. How are you supposed to touch the white base?
Put your foot on top of it.
No, you have to run across the baseline and reach through there, and that's dangerous.
The runner was at the 65-foot line.
Then why does it matter? He should be able to touch the green base until the runner is inside of a certain distance.
You're using too much common sense. It's just not in the rule book.
I know the rule sucks. Get rid of the green base.
The double base is awesome. I think the double base rocks.
Why?
I hated it at first. And I think I agree with Noah that it's not the worst thing ever.
All right, here's an idea. What if we just made a giant base? One giant first base.
I mean, then now first base is so big, and any ball to first base, they have so much room to move their foot. That's not baseball. I just bit my tongue. That's not baseball. Ow.
I hate
it. The thing about the double base that rocks is that the runner's base is in foul territory. So the runner cannot run in their territory, which is where the first base bag is. So the way the rule is currently structured, the 45-foot line to the 70 feet or all the way to first base, however that cutout goes with the white chalk or the paint that goes down the first base on the outside.
The runner's lane.
That's the runner's lane. You have to run inside that. So a right-handed hitter, and I'm explaining it to two guys that played college baseball. I shouldn't be mansplaining it.
Yeah, no, I like this. Talk down to me.
The right-handed hitter
mansplain this for me.
Takes a swing from the right-hander's batter's box, and if he just runs straight out of the right-handed batter's box, he's in fair play. So then you have to run to the right to get into the runner's lane, and then running back into fair play out of the foul territory to touch first base. And I just never thought that was rational at all, especially once the umpires started cracking down on running on the foul line or in fair territory on like bunts or infield hit, like swinging bunts right in front of the plate. It was taught that you're running right on that line. Make the catcher throw the ball on the inside part of the bag because that was the tougher play. And if you got hit and catcher started to do it on purpose, you were automatically out, dead ball. Runners had to go back to the base they were previously at because of the runner's interference. I thought that was a terrible rule, and I like the double bag because it's basically eliminated that scenario altogether. I haven't seen many runner interferences down the first base at all with the double bag.
Thank you for explaining that, Noah. Now I feel more knowledgeable on this topic.
I think it's stupid. I think
Ben,
I think it's stupid right now because also it's not at every college baseball field.
It's supposed to be. I don't know why it's not.
Mercer
So
doesn't
I sat
have
in
it.
the ABCA rules meeting, and they said that it was going to be unified across Division One.
Well, Mercer doesn't have it. I'm guarantee you Florida A&M doesn't have it.
the cost too much. They can't afford to put a new bag in there.
It does. Give
Dude,
me
all right, that's
that's terrible excuse.
what is it?
It
$100.
costs
Wait, was
too
that
much?
bad?
How much does a base cost? I'm about to Google.
Dude, it does not cost too much. I'm
well,
going to
whatever.
Twitter and I'm
It
watching.
was come on, it was funny.
It was funny.
I actually want to know how much like a Rawlings base, $250. I don't know.
That's pocket change for a school.
I don't know, man. Yeah, about 250, 300. I don't know. It's one of those weird costs nobody ever knows. They just say swipe the card. Anyways, yeah, feel bad for Florida A&M because I don't know if the rule was like explained.
Mercer has a double base. Don't
Wow.
gaslight me.
Gentlemen,
They do not, do they?
Yeah, they do. Oh wait, no,
Show
this
me.
is at Florida State. Sorry, I'll find another game.
that's expensive. What are we talking about? $750 for
That's 4 bases.
4 bases. Sorry, then double bag. I guess it's $170.
Here, I'm going to find another video. Hold on. My apologies for now.
Are you like
I'll
trying
pull
to
the
say that
punch.
Mercer has a double base? Because like
Well, I'm curious. I can't believe that they don't. Because I thought across all Division One it was supposed to be unified. I sat in the
All right.
rules meeting and they said it.
All right, we have spent so much time talking about things except for the actual college baseball.
This is such an 11.7 podcast. It's a
This is
classic
the
one.
most vintage podcast ever.
Jack's not even here to get us sidetracked. Usually Jack's the one who gets it sidetracked. All right, you guys want to do weekend series pick 'em and get out of here?
Yeah, I just wanted to say one more thing. I thought that USC Irvine game was going to really tell us the depth of USC's pitching and like how for real they are, and I was really impressed. They gave up 3 in the first to Irvine and then shut them down the rest of the game and gave their offense time to catch up and take the lead. And I think this USC team, I think it's safe to say they're legit.
When does USC and UCLA play?
In like a month. Like in a
I
month.
hope they're both like steamrolling.
April
through the
3rd.
season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
April 3rd to the 5th.
That has potential to be like a top 10 matchup,
Very possible.
which would be really good for West Coast baseball.
Yeah, they play at Jackie Robinson Stadium, so that's going to be a must-watch series.
No doubt. All right, pull up the weekend series pick 'em.
Yeah, Mercer does not have the double bag. I apologize, Ben.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm looking at Florida Atlantic or FAMU right now to see if they've got one.
I don't think Florida A&M has pictures of their field online. All right, here we go. So weekend series pick 'em, number 4. I'm guaranteeing a 6-0 week here, boys. I feel great about the board.
By the way, was there somebody that went 6-0 last week, Dimitri?
Yeah, I did the raffle. I had them their name written in my notebook. I gotta send that name over to home field and get them taken care of.
Wait, so is it official? Like, do they know they won?
No, I have not shared it with the person yet.
Do you want to do the raffle again live on the podcast? Show
Let's
it.
do it. Great idea.
Do like a
I
wheel
did
or
it.
whatever.
I did it, but we'll do it live.
Here,
people
we'll buy you time as you set up like a wheel. Put it on like a different monitor or whatever, and set it up. And Ben and I will talk about the first series.
Or I can just do it right now.
How many people went 6-0?
All right, we will. I'll do it right now.
All right.
Well, no, the first weekend series Pickem is Louisiana Lafayette at Dallas Baptist. So if you want to go ahead and lead us off, we'll knock this out.
Florida A&M does not have a double bag. I can confirm. Louisiana Dallas Baptist was one of the tougher series that I had to pick, honestly. I ended up going with Dallas Bombers in the series. I don't feel great about it. This was one of the more 50-50 ones, if I didn't say that already. I went Dallas Baptist because I think that Louisiana, coming off of a massive week, UC San Diego, they win game 2 and game 3 to take the series. They knock off LSU at home. I feel like they're coming in definitely as the more satisfied team. DBU maybe has a little bit more to prove, as they got swept in their big series at UTSA. They've played Binghamton, Oral Robertson, Air Force on the weekends outside of that. So I went with the motivation, the something to prove angle with DBU at home against Louisiana. I mean, the offense has not been an issue whatsoever for Dallas Baptist. They've been hitting home runs left and right once again this year. It's mainly been the pitching, and they're still scrambled, looking to find an identity on the mound. I don't think that Louisiana is putting up runs in bunches to where it makes it insurmountable if somebody has a bad start for DBU. So give me the Patriots to win the series. Take at least 2.
Yep, I'm right there with you. My logic, much simpler. Louisiana, pretty young offense and inexperienced. They've played, I think, every game except for one on the road this year, or at home this year, in front of their home fans, comfortable, same place they played fall ball games, same place they've played every practice since getting on campus.
True.
And then on top of that logic, Dallas Baptist is 8-5 this year. What's more likely? Them starting the season 10-6, maybe 11-5, or 8-8, 9-7. Like, Dallas Baptist just doesn't start 9-7 on the year.
I think you're right.
They're a factory. They're going to win this series at home. They got caught up. I mean, still pretty close games against UTSA, if I remember correctly, on the road. And I think UTSA is a freaking wagon right now. So I'm confident in picking Dallas Baptist to win this series, and I hope you are too, Dimitri.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think this is Louisiana's first game on the road.
I just see that. That's their second. I think they played at Houston, maybe at Rice. At Rice. Okay.
So yeah, this is their first weekend on the road. Dallas Baptist struggled on the road at UTSA. They play well at home. Louisiana first road series. I think, yeah, like Ben, you said, they don't start 9-7.
Dimitri,
give me Dallas
Australia is 2-0. They just won.
Oh yeah, they beat the Czech Republic. That ain't news though.
Yeah, sure. They're a favorite against Czech, but I mean, 2-0 Australia.
You took DBU as well, right?
Yep, I went DBU.
I will say, if Louisiana Lafayette wins this series, buckle up, because it's going to be a fun season. We might be hosting at the Teague.
Top 10 mid-major team. And then that also means that Missouri State's really good.
Yep. Hey, by the way, before we continue with the picks, this is your 5. Ben, you want to read them out?
Yeah, we got Salo 14, Zestos. Shout out Zestos, best ice cream place in Omaha. Got Garrett W, Zach Fiskerberg.
DL Train.
Zach Fisherborough.
Just read the list on the right.
Well, the wheel is spinning, bro.
Look at the list
down.
on the right.
Oh, I can't read that small print. What is it? The L train? 24. All right, spin the wheel. Who's going to win this raffle for going 6-0? My money is on
Who's
Seth,
getting the home field airdrop? The home field merch drop goes to
Garrett W.
Garrett W.
Congratulations, Garrett. Go 6-0 again this week.
Congratulations, Garrett W. We will be in touch to get you your home field apparel merch drop. For those of you that don't know, you have to go 6-0 on the week. And if you do go get 6-0, your name gets entered on the wheel if there's more than one 6-0 entry.
Hey, honestly, this is all news to me. I didn't realize we were doing this. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
I feel like I've only mentioned it every pod, right, Dimitri?
Probably.
About the 6-0.
I can't remember anything, dude. Bad memory. All right, next series we have Florida Gulf Coast at Bethune-Cookman, interstate rivalry. Both teams look great so far this year. Bethune lost a heartbreaker against Miami in the midweek. Florida Gulf Coast 10-3 this year. 4 walk-off wins too. This might be their first road games of the year. Every game I watch, I know their ESPN Plus broadcast. If you grade it out, like it's so unique looking. There's something weird with that camera.
It's their first road series. They played one road game this week in the midweek against UCF, lost 12-5.
Okay. Lead us off, Noah. What do we got?
I went Bethune-Cookman a lot for that reason. Like Florida Gulf Coast, they've played North Dakota State and Stonehill in midweek and weekend series so far, and those two teams have a combined record of 2-21. And Florida Gulf Coast won the series against Boston College. I didn't think that they were like tremendous or anything. And Bethune-Cookman, albeit haven't played anybody either, and have mostly played at home. They are the home team in this series. Home teams typically do pretty well in the 11.7 Pickem contest. And I mean, they don't have a huge series win yet. They've played Bradley, they played Delaware State, and then they played in the Andre Dawson Classic. But in that Andre Dawson Classic, they did weather the storm against Jack Oman on Friday night and won the game. They needed 3 runs in the 9th inning to win 7-5, but still, like, I think that was a very good win that kind of showed, how, mentally tough that squad can be. And this is their first chance to really kind of prove something. And it's their best weekend series all year. Give me Bethune-Cookman to make a little bit of a statement here. I'm going Wildcats.
Yeah, I'm going to go Wildcats, Bethune-Cookman. Now, the one thing to keep in mind for the listeners and the entrants of the weekend series Pick'em, Bethune-Cookman will be without Justin Morales, one of their best guys, if not I wouldn't call him their best guy, but he's pitching for the Netherlands in the World Baseball Classic. So he will not be available this week or next week. That's a big blow for them because, like, pitching staff's pretty top heavy. I'm going solely just because I want to root on Bethune-Cookman. Do I think they can win? Sure, absolutely. They play well at home. What's the guy's name? Edwin Sanchez, the lefty.
They also have got to pull it up now because it's escaping the top of my head.
I think his name's Edwin Sanchez. He took a no-hitter into the 9th inning against somebody, Florida A&M, on MLB Network 2 weeks ago. It was sweet. So,
yes, Edwin Sanchez, you're right.
I'm going to go Florida Gulf Coast here. This is I think Evan Dempsey, bona fide ace on Friday night, will get them off to a good start. Justin Morales not being available this weekend also impacts my decision. But, yeah, I think Florida Gulf Coast takes the series on the road.
Yeah, Morales has thrown 6 innings, mainly in relief this year. Starting rotation's been really good. Their Sunday guy has been vulnerable, but Friday, Saturday have not been touched.
Yep.
So
I'm still waiting for Andre Martinez to have like a blow up weekend. Andrew, I think it's Andre.
Well, in Spanish it would be Andre.
Yeah, He hit 25 homers last year for him. I think he only had 1 or 2 this year.
He did not play last week, so he might be hurt.
Oh, that would be another big blow. I should have done more Bethune-Cookman research. Whoops. But I'll take him. I'm rooting hard for him. All right, next series we have East Carolina at Coastal Carolina. Tune into that series. Jack will be on the call. Two of the
really great series for him. I think that's the biggest series of the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, these are, if we're talking mid-major blue bloods, both of them high on the list. East Carolina 7-5-1 this year. Coastal Carolina 7-5. I think they're both lower than what was expected at this point in the season, but still have shown glimpses of championship caliber teams. First of all, I want to preface, two of the best logos in the sport, two of the best color schemes in the sport. We're looking at some awesome uniform games this weekend. Very aesthetically pleasing. I'm taking Coastal Carolina at home. Palace is a tough place to play. If it was at the Jungle, I'd probably go East Carolina, but I think Coastal Carolina, they have their rotation band-aided up, set, and I think they're going to win a couple close games here. This is also a rematch from last year's regional. East Carolina was that 3 seed that made the regional finals, and Coastal won. What was it, like 1-0 or something like that?
One game was 1-0, and another was like 13-5.
Yeah. What's his face? Oh my gosh, I can't think of his name, but he hits a grand slam in that game that I still remember. Thorndike. Colby Thorndike hits a grand slam to put him like up by 4 or 5, pretty late, 7th inning, and then the floodgates started coming in. But I can tell you this: both of these teams hate Kevin O'Sullivan. So like they
were at that same weekend. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think they both. Yeah, I think this is the Kevin O'Sullivan hate matchup. Both of these teams, I think, despise him. So there's that.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I hate
Give me Coastal. Give me Coastal at home. They're going to slowly start getting some of their injuries back. I think Ryan Lynch is a week or 2 away. A couple other guys are coming back. They won't have Fluky and Hayden Johnson, but I think Coastal's still the better team even without those guys. East Carolina had really not impressed me, so give me Coastal at home.
Yeah, they won't have Carbone either. I think both of these teams need a weekend where they can stamp a non-conference resume, per se. Coastal Carolina being the home team here, I think this place will be on fire. Cannot wait to watch Norby pitch against the Chanticleers here, because I believe they dodged him in that regional because he pitched against Florida in game 1. They played last year against each other. It was in Greenville. This time, I think Coastal Carolina gets the better of the Pirates there. I think the offense started to wake up in the end of that Houston College Classic weekend, where they put 19 runs up on the board in the final 2 games. NC State's got a strong pitching staff. They're competitive in that game in the midweek. Give me Coastal Carolina to take 2 of 3. I think this is a tight game. Goes to a rubber. Shots win.
Have we agreed on every single pick? All 3 of us? Have we all taken Dallas Baptist?
I took Gulf Coast.
Okay. We'll have to text Jack for his picks. All right, next series here. I think this is like a true coin flip, and I'll tell you why in a second. It's Murray State at UCF. I love UCF in this series, but there's something about this Murray State team that they haven't played anybody this year. They haven't had any high emotion games. They haven't had like this series has been circled for a while. Going on the road to Orlando, Florida, play UCF in front of an awesome home crowd. I hope the UCF fans and students show up, because like this is an exciting series. They're going to be without Graham Kellum, their closer from last year, who was lights out in the postseason. He still hasn't pitched this year, dealing with an injury. He'll be back in April. Connor Cunningham, the freshman shortstop from last year, that took a lot of, had a lot of eyeballs on him for playing great in the postseason. He's been probably their worst hitter this year. I don't even know if he's playing. I don't know his stats, but it's not good. But I say all that because this Murray State team, anchored by Nick Shuddy, Friday nights, one of the better mid-major starting pitchers in the country. Nobody's talking about him, even though he played really well last year on that postseason run. I just think like this Murray State team gets up to the occasion, and I think they do win 2 out of 3 here. Like this feels like a series where UCF is setting themselves up for a trap. If Murray State would have played a tough non-conference schedule and like grinded it out every weekend, I would go UCF, but Murray State, they've coasted to a 10-3 record. And I think this is the weekend they show out and perform. So give me the Racers.
Give me UCF. I think because Murray State has played nobody, this is the toughest team they've played since Omaha in 2025. They go on the road, their first true road trip down south to Florida, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I mean, I think UCF is coming off a tough weekend against South Florida. They got a good midweek win against Gulf Coast. I think they carry it into this weekend. I think this UCF team is playing a little bit under their capabilities, and so I think this weekend they're going to really put it to Murray State.
I agree with Dimitri here. I think that ultimately this pool, UCF's going to get 90% of the picks, and Survivor is going to be half the pool on the nights, I think is the way it's going to go. Last weekend, UCF lost a series against South Florida. They got ran off the field on Friday, but Saturday and Sunday were both one-run games that could have gone either way. I think UCF, again, I feel like I'm going all motivation spots in this, but needs a series win before Big 12 play, I think. Murray State, I think Ben's right on the angle that they've not played anybody in the non-con, and I don't think anybody really wanted to schedule them this year. I kind of have that on good authority, but yeah, this is going to be a fun one for those guys that head down to Orlando, Florida, and enjoy the sunshine and play ball in good weather. And I think the sticks can wake up for some of the guys that have started off the year not so hot. The pitching staff's been good, but it hasn't been tested, and I'll take UCF in this series.
Perfect. All right, we have Virginia at North Carolina. Virginia 11-2, coming off an absolute kicking. Like they got dominated, curb stomped by Charlotte on Tuesday. Now they did bounce back and win on Wednesday, and then they're facing a North Carolina team that's 12-1-1. Noah, I'm going to let you pick first because I can make a case for both of these teams. This one's really tough.
If I still had a survivor pick, North Carolina would be my survivor.
Are you saying that because DeCaro's back?
No, not because of DeCaro really at all. Virginia's pitching's been rough to open up the year, and they haven't played anybody yet on the weekend. They played Wagner, VCU, and a 3-game tournament down at Stetson against Monmouth, Stetson, and North Dakota State. And some of their starting pitching has just not been great or up to snuff so far. Zetkowski, their Friday guy's got a 7 ERA. And the offense has been legit, but again, hasn't been tested. They're on the road at North Carolina, one of the best pitching staffs in the country, not only the ACC. And I think UNC's got an old, experienced lineup. I don't think they're going to have any issue with who's pitching staff this weekend. I like the coaching staff over at Virginia. I think they'll do good things. But weekend number 1 of this new regime on the road in the ACC, I don't think they win it. So give me the Tar Heels.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to go with the Tar Heels for a lot of the reasons you mentioned. Chris Pollard, I don't know off the top of my head, but I feel like Duke has always played North Carolina tough. Maybe Pollard has a little bit of magic in his sleeve and and they get a lot of Duke transfers on Virginia. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to talk myself into Virginia here. I think the smart move is North Carolina. I'll go North Carolina. It just wouldn't surprise me though if Virginia goes out and like.
If it wouldn't surprise you, then pick them. Damn it!
No, I'm gonna stick with North Carolina.
Give me Carolina at home. I think Virginia had not pitched well at all. Like Noah said, they have not pitched well at all. Their offense will be fine, but I think when you're looking at the edge, who has an edge? Carolina's got the pitching, Virginia's got the hitting. Carolina also has hitting. So I think the edge goes Carolina's pitching staff. Virginia's lineup is, call it a wash, but that Virginia pitching staff against that Carolina lineup will be highly lopsided to the Carolina advantage. So I think that's where it makes my pick easy. I know I just explained that awfully, but I think people understand that Carolina's lineup will do more damage to Virginia's pitching staff, if that makes sense.
No, it does. Actually, I'm going to switch my pick. I'm going to switch it just because I'm going to predict an AJ Gracia like career weekend. One of those, you know how he's like a streaky hitter and will hit home runs in bunches, like a 4-homer, 4 intentional walk weekend for AJ Gracia. I'm trying to pull up his stats at UNC in his career. Maybe this is a place where he sees the ball well, but I'm struggling to find it right now.
Hey, while Ben is looking, shout out to Vance Honeycutt, a North Carolina alum with 4 big league spring training at bat, 4 bomb. The 2024 first round pick. So yeah, shout out to him.
I have a funny story about about Vance Honeycutt. If you guys want to hear it real quick,
go ahead.
In 2024, me and Jack went to North Carolina versus Georgia Tech, and there was a ton of MLB scouts there for Honeycutt during BP. And one of the scouts was like, "What are your thoughts on Honeycutt? What do you think?"
Oh, I remember you telling the story actually.
Yeah, and I was like, "Man, I'm not sold on him. Like, I don't think he's going to be a good pro. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't feel like he's cut out to be a major leaguer." I was like, the best thing he has going is like he's got a name. He's got an MLB name. Vance Honeycutt is a big league name. And the guy kind of laughed at me. And he's like, "I don't know, man. I think he's going to be an all-star." I said, "Okay." And sure enough, 4 for 4, 4 homers in big league spring training, just making me look so dumb.
He actually has not been off to the hottest start in pro ball though. So that's where I was going with that. Is there's a reason why he's only got 4 at bats in the spring. He's not been like one of the Orioles' top hitters to get a look at this year. In 114 games in the minors, which is across 1.5 seasons, he's hitting 172 with a 546 OPS.
Pretty bad.
So AJ Gracia last year went 5 for 13 with a homer and a double at North Carolina. And then 2024, let's just see what he did at UNC.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and kick off this massive, biggest series of the weekend in Abilene, Texas. Your Rice Owls and your Abilene Christian Wildcats. Raster Cat.
I'm going Abilene Christian. I'm sold on this Abilene Christian team. They got guys that throw hard and they hit bombs, like really new style baseball. I'm going to go against my Rice Owls. I like Abilene at home.
Noah?
Are they second place or third place in home runs, Abilene Christian? I know they've hit a ton.
I don't know.
They have hit 25, so it's probably top 10, but not top 5. And speaking of the offense, Diego Cardenas, he had a 9 RBI game in the midweek. I like Rice. I think they're the more battle-tested team. This is the one road team that I'm actually taking this weekend. Give me the Owls. They've played a Northwestern team that I think is formidable this year. They hit the road to USC, and albeit they only scored 3 runs in the 3 games, honestly doesn't look too bad right now.
Yeah.
They held USC to like 11 runs in the 3 games. So I think their pitching staff hasn't been too bad to open up the year either. And I like Rice. I think this is going to be a lower percentage pick. Yeah. I think Abilene Christian probably catches 60% of the picks in the pool. But I think Rice is going to give them a good run for their money this weekend. So I'll take the Owls.
Give me David Pierce and the Rice Owls. I think this is the beginning, not this weekend specifically, but it's going to take time for David Pierce to turn around this program.
He's already turned
nobody.
He turned around halfway through last year whenever he got hired.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about a full turnaround. It's still in progress. No one has been able to do it. I think David Pierce is going to be able to do it. And what does it mean to turn it around? I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? First of all, I'm picking Rice this weekend. But before we end the show, what do you guys think is where it's like, okay, Rice has kind of turned it around? Competing for an AAC championship? Is it making a regional every year, every other year? What is Rice? What is it like where he turns around? You're like David Pierce did the job. What do you think it is?
Regional appearance, easily. If he can get them back to regionals, like they have donors and alumni that support baseball. Plus, Rice will never win a national championship in any other big sport, basketball, football, women's volleyball. Like there's nothing that Rice can win a national championship in other than baseball. And like the sooner that their athletic department realizes it and starts dumping more resources in, and I think David Pierce can sway the athletic department to start caring about baseball again. That was the biggest thing. Like Rice just stopped caring about baseball when, I don't know, like this is a long story, but Rice got lucky with David Pierce. I don't know if that job was very, like they caught Pierce at the right time. He was an assistant on Texas State's team after, leaving or getting booted out of Texas. So he was looking for a new head coaching job. Rice messed up not hiring Pat Hallmark about 5 years ago. That's where Rice messed up. Imagine where Rice would be if they had Coach Hallmark.
I don't think Pierce is a bad hire though.
Wait, if they hired who?
Hallmark. Hallmark was a former assistant under Wayne Graham.
Yeah, and he interviewed for the Rice head coaching job before UTSA.
Oh, Hallmark?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think their biggest mistake was hiring Matt Braga. You don't go from Tennessee Tech to Rice. You don't know how to recruit there.
Well, Braga's a good coach, though. I'd go to war for Coach Braga.
No. I think Braga was hired because he's such a good coach. I just think it was the wrong fit.
Recruiting, like the area in Texas.
Yeah, like it would just. I think Rice can be the Southern Miss of the state of Texas. I really believe that. I think they could be the Troy. I mean, well, let me pump the brakes. Troy hadn't really done shit, but Coastal of South Carolina, Southern Miss of Louisiana. I think Rice can be
Southern
that
Miss
school
Louisiana.
of Texas.
Is Rice a private school?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
That's also like some guardrails too.
Well, it's funny. Like the private schools used to have a huge advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the need-based scholarships and like, oh, you can't afford to go here. Like, we're going to give you a need-based scholarship and you're not going to pay for anything.
All of that goes to like in today's day and age of college athletics, where the private schools don't have the advantage, where the mid-majors sure as hell don't have the advantage right now, and Rice isn't spending money to compete. I think Rice being quote unquote back, like I know Ben's the Rice fan.
Yeah.
If Rice is 500, I think that's a good start.
Yeah, for this year. They'll be fine. They're going to be fine.
Thank you for listening.
All right. Dimitri's wrapping up the show. We do appreciate everybody for listening. Noah, thanks for joining us here. This weekend will be fun. It's not the greatest weekend slate, but
it's the biggest dud, I think, in the entire regular season.
But it'll be fun.
This is actually, when you guys were saying I would get a minute to rant, that's actually what I was going to bring up. Can we talk about the SEC schedule real quick?
Yeah, this SEC schedule reminds me of like week 11 of the football season when they beat up on Mercer in the Citadel.
Holy moly! Like just embarrassing slate of games.
They want to just want a little tune up before the SEC.
I know. The strongest competition they've got this weekend comes from High Point, Wright State, and Stetson.
Well,
I would argue Santa Clara is the toughest team all weekend. Maybe Wright State, but Santa Clara.
Yeah, I mean, let's go through a couple of these teams. Texas A&M is playing 1-11 Oakland. I love the Golden Grizzlies. They're right in my backyard, but that's a joke. How about LSU playing Sacramento State, who's 3-9?
Did USC beat Missouri tonight? It was tied 6-6 in like the 8th inning.
No, Missouri won 9-8.
Ah, dang, okay.
Georgia's playing Queens, who's new to D1 still. Vandy's playing 1-11 North Dakota State. It's like, come on, guys.
Hey, Winthrop. This might be Winthrop's coming out party against Auburn. Just kidding. They're not going to win, but
they could win.
Having a good start.
Winthrop could win a game.
I know, but I don't think they'll win the series. But they've had a really good start. They look good.
Hey, would you guys guarantee that this will be a fun game? Would you guarantee that all SEC teams win their weekend series this week? Pull that schedule back up, Noah.
The ones I think are the most vulnerable are Tennessee, Florida, Arkansas. But I think all three teams are good enough to not drop those games.
Queensburg, Georgia, yes.
Weekend series.
All right, hold on. Can we all agree Georgia over Queens the lock?
Yeah.
All right.
Only 14?
Alabama over North Florida.
Change this Saturday. There we go.
North Florida's not bad.
Not bad, but not good. South Carolina,
Kentucky over Citadel, Mississippi State.
Is that losable?
South Carolina is winning that series. Stop it. Yep, I think I would, gentlemen. I think I would.
I think Santa Clara could maybe.
Well, they already lost tonight.
I mean, shoot, Stetson could beat Arkansas 2 out of 3.
Wright State could beat Tennessee 2 out of 3.
I would say Winthrop has the best shot.
I don't know, dude. Auburn's pretty good at home.
I would say Princeton's got the best shot over South Carolina. And then the next one, I love Kentucky.
Oh, wait, nope. Right.
The Citadel could be live against Kentucky.
Yeah, like that's 2 triple options going at it. That's 2 triple options.
Is this the same weekend Kennesaw State took 2 out of 3 at Kentucky last year?
Yeah, I think so. Somebody's going to do it. I think one of these teams is going to beat SEC team 2 out of 3.
Yep. All right. Let's wrap it up. I got to use the restroom very badly.
All right. We're out of here. Appreciate everybody for listening. We'll be back Sunday night. New mid-major top 25 and maybe repicking conference champs. So love you guys. We will see you soon. Bye.
Thank you for listening.